David, a rising star in Gen Z music, is now facing serious allegations after disturbing details surfaced online, including claims of an inappropriate relation with a girl.
I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of...
Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes.
And even allegations of ending the life of the same girl.
Tonight, more than a week after a body was found inside an impounded Tesla registered to the singer who goes by the stage name David, Los Angeles investigators identifying the remains as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas.
But are these claims backed by real evidence or just another viral rumor fueled by internet clout chasing? Hi, today we're diving into the crazy situation around David, from the shocking investigation and dark details that the internet just uncovered to the silence of thousands who knew but said nothing. David, full name David Anthony Burke, first blew up on TikTok in 2022 by releasing songs that landed on the Billboard's Hot 100 chart. The success gave him the shot to work with major artists like SZA and shows like Invincible and Arcane. His chill vibe and hit songs made him one of Gen Z's biggest stars, with many believing he was a good person, until a shocking revelation in September shattered that image overnight. On September 8th, the workers at a tow company in LA reported a horrendous smell coming from a Tesla in their impound lot. When police investigated, they uncovered something far more horrifying than anyone expected. Inside the Tesla were decomposing, dismembered remains of a person stuffed in black plastic bags, and the level of the decomposition suggested that the body could have been in that trunk for as long as a month. When the police ran the license plates and discovered that the car belonged to David, an artist millions listen to every day, things looked bad for David, especially since the car wasn't even reported to be stolen prior to this discovery. Still, before accusations could escalate, the LAPD clarified that the Tesla was one of several vehicles owned by David, often used by others, meaning someone else could have taken it, committed the crime, and left it in the park. This possibility also allowed David to continue his tour without any pushback, and most importantly, keep people on his side. Even streamers like Jason the Wayne and Ludwig were quick to speak in his defense.
He didn't do it.
He's not a murderer?
No.
Thank God, bro, because I was still going to listen to his music. I was just worried that I'd be an asshole if I did.
He didn't do it. He literally performed the next day. If he was suspect, the police would have been after him. He's not a suspect.
He's not just escaping the police clutches?
No. You think David did it?
Do I think he's a murderer? Can't rule him out.
Can't rule him out?
Can't rule him out.
No way.
I don't know if it's
how
true.
do you steal a Tesla, though?
Wait, so you think it is him?
No, I don't
how
think
do you
it's
steal
him.
a Tesla?
I don't think it's him because he's been on tour.
No,
But also,
I
how
don't
do
think
you
it's him
steal a
either.
Tesla?
I think it's like almost obviously not him.
Thanks to his family-friendly character, many didn't even doubt him. However, all of that changed when the identity of the victim became public and her disturbing relationship with David. On September 17th, after the forensic analysis, the body found in David's car was confirmed to be Celeste Rivas, a teen from Lake Eleanor in California who had been missing since May 2024, who was supposed to turn 15 a day before her body was discovered. One of the major factors that helped with her identification was a shush tattoo on her right index finger, which matched the description of her missing persons report. And this is where things started to turn against David. You see, David had an identical shush tattoo on his right index finger as well. This got people curious about a potential relationship between him and Celeste, which, given the fact that David is 20 years old and Celeste hadn't even turned 15 before she was killed, would have cemented David as a groomer and PDF file. That said, many celebrities like Rihanna and Lindsay Lohan also have the shush tattoo, so it wasn't solid proof of any connection between Celeste and David. Then came a TMZ interview with Celeste's mother, where she confirmed Celeste had a boyfriend named David before her disappearance last year. While itself wasn't enough, the internet went into full detective mode, and the amount of evidence they were able to find against David was overwhelming, to say the least. It started with TMZ confirming a post on Twitter, which claimed David was hanging around Celeste's neighborhood shortly before she disappeared in 2024. The Twitter user who posted the picture also alleged that David was paying people off to keep Celeste's age a secret. This was then followed by the internet getting flooded with alleged leaked photos and screenshots of David hanging out with a girl who looked suspiciously like Celeste. Then there was a clip from one of his live streams from January 2014 with the same girl, where he ends the stream by telling his mods to delete the VODs and then the stream itself.
Delete this.
Mods, can we delete all VODs? And then as soon as the stream ends, delete the stream too? Can we delete anything?
Or this even more damning clip from the same stream, where the same girl calls David a child rapist before David tells his mods to delete everything again.
I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything.
Plus, even his Twitch chat kept making constant references to Epstein's Island, suggesting that many of them probably knew and were complicit in this relationship. People also found a video of streamer Jason the meeting with a girl that introduced herself as Celeste during one of David and Jason's song parties.
I can't forget.
Hi,
Good to
how are
see
you? Celeste.
I've been chilling. Just
And while Jason came forward claiming that the girl in the video was not Celeste,
one more thing. I want to say the girl that I met named Celeste at the Phase house is not the same Celeste that was killed.
he eventually took back everything he said while defending David.
First off, I want to retract my statement. Obviously, the other day, I was defending David before all the new evidence came out. I do not condone anything that David has done or is doing, okay? That shit is wicked and it's just unbelievable. It's been a lot to process.
But that was just the start. Soon after, disturbing screenshots surfaced from David's Discord server, showing chats with a user named Celeste dating back to 2022, and records revealed she had joined the server in 2021, meaning she was only 11 when she first interacted with 15-year-old David. There were also screenshots of people in his server talking about David having a girlfriend named Celeste 2 months before she went missing from home. But perhaps the most shocking screenshot the internet uncovered was of a user named Ponzalo, where they replied to David's message stating, "I'm in a song crisis right now with Drop the One, the missing girl Celeste Rivas Hernandez." This same person would then go on to leave several messages throughout that year trying to expose David as a PDF file in his server, writing things like, "I want to tell everyone about how David is a PDF file, and did y'all know David likes kids?" They even ended up reposting a story discussing Celeste's disappearance to show proof that it was her. Unfortunately, as far as we know, this user ended up being the only one from that server of thousands who spoke up about Celeste. Even though there's clear evidence showing many others were aware of their relationship at least a year before she was tragically killed. Some have tried to argue that she might have lied about her age on the server and said she was 18, and this argument might have held some weight if she was just months away from her 18th birthday. But as things stand, the internet wasn't buying it for a second. Meanwhile, the allegations against David have continued to get more disturbing with each passing day, like this Reddit comment someone made on September 8th, the day Celeste's remains were discovered, stating, "This guy is a weirdo. A close friend's little sister from Lake Eleanor ran away last year, and this is who she was with. We think her sister was pimping her out. She was in 7th grade at the time. I'm terrified that's who's in the car. Nobody has heard from her in months." An unreleased track called Celeste, which David had briefly uploaded to SoundCloud, was also leaked. Given everything that's surfaced lately, the lyrics seem to fall right into place.
The girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I say.
This was apparently recorded in December 2023, at which point Celeste would have been only 13 years old. But even this isn't the end of the evidence people have managed to find against David, like some of his old tweets stating things like, "When I was writing this, I got a notification from you as you were talking about wanting to be with your mom and your sister again. Take me to where I belong. But our circumstances won't allow us to be in our ideal situation. We gotta push through it, bro." The tweet was posted in 2022 and people thought it was just promotion for his viral hit Romantic Homicide. But looking at it now, many now suspect it was a veiled reference to his connection with Celeste, and possibly his intentions to distance her from her parents when she was only 12. Even the lyrics of his songs have now taken up a much darker meaning, with him writing things like, "In the back of my mind, I killed you and I didn't even regret it." Especially when you consider that David released the song on Celeste's birthday, September 7th, and how the girl in the video also resembles Celeste as well. There are also some weird reposts from his TikTok that have been gaining attention as people continue digging into his past. Like this one that reads, "Imagine we were two cannibals in the late 80s who randomly met and then fell in love and tried to be better and start a life together. Then you died and I ate your bones. Or this one stating, me watching her scream as I poured boiling water on her after she told a boy happy birthday because why are you happy he made it another year? These eerie posts also coincide with some of the more disturbing Discord messages people uncovered of him casually discussing his obsession with gore and reading, I used to be addicted to watching gore vids. I use it to desensitize myself and I saw a cartel execution on Reddit when I was 14. Put together, there's just too much evidence against David for people to now see him as anything other than a monster. There isn't anything he could say to explain everything that's come out and still look innocent. Fortunately, they're already well on their way to investigate David's involvement in this case. In fact, on the same day that Celeste's decomposed remains were recovered from David's Tesla, the authorities went straight to where the Tesla was towed from.
So if we go back to where the car was towed from, tonight, there's a presence of Los Angeles police detectives that are out there. We can see them in their plainclothes suits. We also see crime scene text. It appears to be centered at this home. Sky Cow was able to get a peek before it got dark.
And as it turned out, it had only been left just a couple of blocks away from the Hollywood Hills home his manager had rented out at the time. TMZ was also able to find a couple of images from his Instagram actually showing him spending time in the house over the past month. This resulted in the police getting a search warrant, checking every nook and cranny of the house, and retrieving multiple trash bags full of potential evidence. Now things are finally getting real for David as well. He just canceled his Wither tour and is fully cooperating with the detectives, at least for now. That said, the authorities haven't made any statement on if David is being treated as a suspect or not. But even if, by some miracle, David somehow escapes an arrest, his career is well and truly over, especially since the internet hasn't stopped finding even more disturbing details about the situation, like Discord messages from him stating, me and deleted user got a kid on the way. People are alleging that the deleted user is Celeste, especially after another leaked image from the same server shows her displaying a ring and a David tattoo on her finger. And if all of this is true, that would mean Celeste was pregnant when she met her end, which makes this already tragic situation even more heartbreaking. This situation is ongoing, so please subscribe and stay updated when I release the next video covering what happens.